Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you something called Mexican inspired taco spaghetti. It's so delicious. It's going to happen all in one pot. We're even going to be cooking the spaghetti in it also. It's got some delicious flavors. I'm going to bring you up here, show you what we got going on, and then we're going to start putting everything into this one pot. You're going to need uncooked spaghetti, corn, Rotel tomatoes, lots of chicken broth, taco seasoning, onion, bell pepper, got some parsley, we're going to garnish with that, salt, pepper, some onion powder, ground beef, and some cheese that we're going to shred up. We're going to go ahead and chop up a bell pepper and an onion, and we're going to soften those down in our large pot. I'm using a Dutch oven. Now, this recipe is very popular on my blog and on my YouTube channel. So we're making it again because it's been quite a while and we all love this recipe and I want to make it again. So what I did was I took a bell pepper, washed it off, cut off the 4 sides to it. I'm just going to cut it into strips. And then we're going to dice it up. This is really fast to put together. I love one-pot meals. If you want to see more of them, I'll link my playlist for them down below in the description box. The bell pepper is an addition to my recipe. We found that we love the bell pepper in it. It's an addition to the recipe. I'm just going to cut off the ends to the onion. And we'll just dice this up also. Just cut it in half. Follow the lines while you're slicing. Turn it around and then just dice it. We're going to be using a whole onion. All right, we're going to start softening these down. We're going to start heating up our Dutch oven to a medium-high heat. Add about 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. It's all about the flavor. We're going to bring that to a sizzle. If you love Mexican and you like spaghetti, put them together. All right, let's go ahead and add our peppers and onions. I always say once you get peppers and onions going, oh, it always smells amazing in the house. Good things are happening. I'm going to give a little bit of salt just so we can flavor up the onions and peppers. Just a little sprinkling, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. We're going to be seasoning as we go. And then some black pepper. There we go. We're looking for them to get about halfway soft because they're going to finish cooking in the dish. All right, the peppers and onions are nice and softened down a little bit, have a little brownness to them, which is good. Delicious flavor. We're going to add 2 pounds of ground beef. We're going to break it up, and we want to cook it until it's browned up. I'm just using my meat masher here. Breaks it up pretty quickly in there. All right, the ground beef is nice and browned up and the veggies are more softened down. I'm just going to push this off to the side. You want to drain your meat at this point because believe me, you don't want all of that in your sauce. So just take some paper towels if you want a quick tip on that and just push it in until it soaks up any of that excess grease because we're going to add a lot of flavor to this and we don't want grease to be that. All right, let's start adding flavor. Now I've got 2 pounds of ground beef in the pot, so we're going to add 6 tablespoons of homemade taco seasoning, which equals 2 packets that you can get from your store of your favorite brand. That's what it looks like. If you make it yourself, you can make some good stuff here. I have the recipe for this and also a video link, and I will put those down below in the description box if you want to check those out and make your own. And you can really fill this jar up. You just want to make sure that it's airtight. Look at that stuff. 5 and 6. We're going to add 1 14-ounce size of kernel corn. You want to make sure it's drained. We're going to add 1 10-ounce can of Rotel tomatoes. I'm not draining it. Now, Rotel tomatoes is just diced tomatoes and green chilies. Or you can use regular diced tomatoes and take the chilies out if you don't want the extra heat in there. All right, now what we're going to do is add all the broth to this. 6 cups. 2, 4. We're going to measure this box out. It's supposed to be 6 cups. But some people say that when you measure out these boxes, sometimes you don't get what you need. So we're going to make sure. There we go. 6 cups. Stir this all together. Go ahead and put it on a high heat. We want to start getting this boiling. All right, let's bring over our pepper and salt. We're going to give it a taste with a spoon. See if we need to add anything. That is delicious. Now, generally what I like to do is add a tablespoon of butter to it. It kind of cuts the acidity in the dish. You can also add a little bit of sugar if you want to cut that acidity from the tomatoes. There's not a lot, but it'll still do the job. Plus, it'll add a little flavor to it. All right, let's bring this to a boil. All right, I'm bringing my spaghetti over. You're going to need 12 ounces of regular spaghetti. I'm not using the thin spaghetti, and I'm also not using the angel hair pasta spaghetti, just the regular spaghetti. Y'all excited about this one? Y'all may have seen this one. It's doing really well, but I had to make it again for you because we want it. And I want to show y'all again. I have a lot of new people since the first one came out, so maybe y'all haven't seen this one yet. It's delicious. I'm going to break the spaghetti in half. That way it'll fit in the pot. We got a boil going on. All right, we're going to mix it in. You want to make sure the pasta is covered in the sauce. We're going to turn the heat down to low. Place the lid on. We're going to cook this for 13 to 15 minutes until our spaghetti is cooked through and tender. Now you want to make sure that you lift the lid every few minutes and give it a stir down on the bottom also to make sure nothing's sticking down there, and then stir everything up. I'll be back. I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this off because there's 2 more ingredients to finish it off. All right, let's go ahead now and grate 2 cups of cheese. Now I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese. You can add some Monterey Jack cheese to it if you want, or some Mexican cheese blend. There we go. All right, we're going to cut up some fresh parsley. It's going to garnish it up. You could also give it some cilantro if you want to do that for a more Mexican feel to your dish, or keep it simple with parsley. Ooh, doesn't that look good? All right, we're going to stir this up. Yeah, that spaghetti is cooked. Delicious. Go ahead and turn off your burner. We're going to take that 2 cups of shredded cheese, put it all on top, place the lid back on, get that out. That will give time for the cheese to melt and also for the extra liquid to be absorbed into the spaghetti and the dish. I'm going to come back. I'm going to give it a try for you. All right, we're going to stir it up. Combine that cheese in there. How about a big pot of spaghetti and meat sauce? Taco style. All right, let me grab a fork and give this a try for you. We got some fresh parsley on top. Delicious. That is delicious. Oh yeah, it brings me back to the first time I made this for you guys years ago. And it was a very popular show. That's why I wanted to bring it back to you, because I was hungry for this again. All right, I love the taco seasoning in there. The diced green chilies gives it a little pop of heat, not much, but that flavor in here, oh, take your regular spaghetti that you make, change it up, taco style. All right, now make sure you give me a thumbs up on this one. Comment down below if you've ever had my taco spaghetti and what you think. And if you have anything else to say, let me know. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. That way, oh yeah, you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. I'll see y'all on the next episode.